United Nations is the organization that performs the most important work in the world, from international security to social progress, human rights and world peace. With the start of the new year, India became its non-permanent member, for the 8th time, embarking on a new journey to the United Nations Security Council. India entered the 15-member of UNSC, with Norway, Kenya, Ireland, and Mexico for a 2-year term. India has a unique opportunity to showcase its potential as a global power and strengthen its claim to a permanent seat. So, what will be India's agenda and its vision in UNSC? India becomes temporary member for the 8th time. In history, 7 such occasions came before India joined UNSC as a non-permanent member. India was first elected as a non-permanent member in 1950. After that, India has been elected as a temporary member of the United Nations Security Council in 1967-68, 1972, 1977-78, 1984-85, 1991-92 and then in 2011-12. Now, became temporary member, for the 8th time from the 1st of January, many countries of the world are standing on India's membership. At the same time, if you try to understand India's vision, with the words of Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar, for this, he has also given a 5-point formula: respect, dialogue, cooperation, peace and prosperity. The way India has responded to China's tricks, after that, China will eagerly wait for India's move to UNSC. Apart from this, due to India's temporary membership, India's position on issues such as cross-border terrorism, terrorism funding, money laundering, Kashmir will be strengthened. India will assume the responsibility of the post of President of the 15-nation Powerful Council in August 2021. Each member country in turn presides over the Council for a month. India also has many big responsibilities and challenges. Among these, India will have to play a big role against the big challenges, like the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Myanmar, Iran nuclear deal, coronavirus. The main priorities that can lead India to a permanent seat are terrorism, maritime security, scientific research, maintaining international peace, will be the main agendas that can pave the way for a permanent seat in UN. At the same time, with the help of some data mirrors, we try to understand the constraints that further strengthen India's claim for a permanent seat. India is the 4th largest military contributor to the United Nations. Since 1948, more than 200,000 Indians have served in several missions of the United Nations. More than 160 Indians have lost their lives under the United Nations flag. In 2007, India became the first country to deploy an all-female contingent for the UN peacekeeping mission. India will try to leverage its strengths to improve peace efforts around the world. India's clear stand to fight terrorism. India has a clear policy in combating international terrorism. As a non-permanent member, India will push for an effective response to global terrorism, misuse of information technology by terrorists, reducing the flow of terror financing, and strengthening cooperation with other multilateral forums. Normally, non-permanent members are powerless as they do not have the power of veto. There have been many such occasions in history when China used the veto to stall Masood Azhar in declaring him a global terrorist. But with this, even if the permanent members have already said yes to a resolution, it still needs the support of at least 7 non-permanent members. This is called collective veto. Keeping all these aspects in mind, India has a good opportunity to strengthen itself to lead and gain permanent membership.